photos that will change the way you see the world. Number 1. Nordlingen. When you're standing in the Bavarian town of Nordlingen, it seems as though you're standing in your typical town. It actually looks just like most towns around the world. It's not until you see an aerial view of the town that you'll see how truly unique it is. The entire town was built in an impact crater that was created by a meteor over 14 million years ago. Suddenly, this town doesn't look like your typical town. Number 2. The Great Wall of China. When you're standing in front of the Great Wall of China, it seems that it goes on forever. Actually, the wall is made up of 3,889 miles of actual walls and 223 miles of trenches. It also consists of 1,387 feet of defensive barriers, such as hills and rivers. Most people who visit the wall go to one section of the wall and walk for a while. Although it may seem like the wall goes on forever, it does end, as you can see in this photo. The end of the wall opens up into the ocean, and it shows that the Great Wall of China does in fact end. Number 3. The Tire Cemetery. This is the place the tires go to die. The number of tires in the photo is astronomical. The photograph was taken at a cement plant where the tires were being prepared to be burned. The photo was taken by a man named Klaus Liedorf, who quickly posted it on Reddit. Most people get rid of old tires at their local dump, but they never knew where they went to die. Thanks to Klaus Liedorf, we now know where they go. Number 4. Cairo and the Egyptian Pyramids. Most people know that the city of Cairo in Egypt is very old. It's easy to read about it and think that you understand it. It's not until you see a picture like this that you truly understand how old the city is. If you look out into the distance of this photo, you can see the Egyptian pyramids. The ancient city was built around the pyramids, and this photo is absolutely amazing. Number 5. Pizza Hut in Cairo. When most people visit their local Pizza Hut, they look out the window and see a parking lot, a road, or other nearby businesses. If you're planning to enjoy a slice at the Pizza Hut in Cairo, you'll see sights that you couldn't possibly imagine. Right outside the windows are the Egyptian pyramids. The scenery alone makes this the greatest Pizza Hut in the world. Even if you don't like pizza, you're going to want to visit this Pizza Hut. Number 6. Rainbows as seen from a plane. Most people look out the window and see a rainbow, and it looks like an inverted U. And this is why people talk about there being gold at the end of a rainbow. Well, after seeing this photo, you'll never look at rainbows the same way again. When you're able to see a rainbow at great heights, you'll see the rainbow is round and not an inverted U like you were led to believe. The reason nobody ever found gold at the end of the rainbow is there is no end to the rainbow. Number 7. Air Force One and Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. How can anything be more popular, considering that some of America's most popular presidents have their faces carved into this amazing mountain? In this photo, you can see Air Force One carrying the current President of the United States flying over a mountain dedicated to the presidents of the past. It is an iconic photo. Number 8. Mercury is amazing. When it comes to the planets in the universe, Mercury is the most amazing. This photo shows colors and bright spots of the gorgeous planet, making it appear magical and wondrous. Number 9. Barcelona from above. When you're in Barcelona, it looks like your typical big city. From above, however, the city looks neat and conformed. Each area is shaped either like an O or a C. Each block is neatly aligned and precise. The only difference is the Sagrada Familia, which stands tall on the left-hand side of the photo. Number 10. Google's Data Center. When most people turn their computers on, they open up their Google search engine and start typing. They never really think about where all that information and data is coming from. Until you see this photo, you don't really understand where the information is coming from. Considering this is Google's data center, it should be no surprise that it is all so colorful. Number 11. Climbing Mount Everest. Years ago, there were very few people who could say that they ever had climbed Mount Everest. Those who did managed to get to the top, and they were often there alone. Today, climbing the mountain is much more popular. This photo shows close to 50 people all climbing the mountain together. It's no longer an activity that brings people on the mountain alone. Number 12. Stonehenge. Millions of people visit Stonehenge each year due to its history and its mystery. It's believed that this structure was built from 3000 BC to 2000 BC. Many people wonder how it was built, considering there was no heavy machinery back then to lift the incredibly large stones. When you're at Stonehenge, it looks much different than it does from above. This aerial view makes this amazing large structure look tiny, gives you a whole new perception of this wonder. Number 13. Easter Island Sculptures. Most people are used to seeing the Easter Island sculptures separately. This photo shows all of the statues together. They look like a group of people standing in line. Number 14. Visiting the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is one of the most popular paintings in the world, if not the most popular. This photo shows how truly popular it is. There are hundreds of people at the museum, and they all seem to be there to see this one painting. Number 15. The Two Sides of New York City. When you first look at this photo, it looks like two different photos. In reality, this is one photo of New York City. The right side of the city area is complete with office buildings and apartments. The left side is Central Park. This park gives the residents of New York City a chance to leave the city and enjoy the great outdoors. The best part is they only need to cross the street to get there. Number 16. Downtown Toronto. When you're standing in the streets of Toronto, Canada, it looks like a normal city. This aerial view is absolutely amazing thanks to the thousands of high-rises. Number 17. The Dutch Tulip Fields. At first, you would think that this is a piece of artwork. In reality, this is the Dutch Tulip Fields. The tulips are grown together according to color, making this aerial view stunning. Number 18. The Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is photographed quite often and usually close up. When you see it from this view, it's almost unrecognizable. Number 19. The Packard Automotive Plant. For years, Detroit was buzzing with activity thanks to all of the automotive plants. The Packard Automotive Plant was one of the largest. Today, it's abandoned, and it looks more like a ghost town. Number 20. The Hollywood Sign. While driving in California, you can see the Hollywood sign. What's even more amazing is that you can spot it from space. Number 21. Burning Man Festival. This looks like a large city in the middle of the desert from above. When you get close to the ground, you'll see that it is the Burning Man Festival. Number 22. The Buildings in Fira. This is a beautiful city, and it looks even more amazing when it's seen from above. The buildings look out of place on the side of a cliff. Number 23. The Parthenon from a distance. The Parthenon is a very popular tourist destination. From this view, it's breathtaking. When you're there, you don't realize that it is surrounded by the hustle and bustle of the city. Number 24. Hobbiton, New Zealand. This place in New Zealand looks absolutely magical from above. From the ground, it looks amazing too, but it's nothing like the aerial view. Number 25. The Blizzard of 2013. Most people know that Boston is a very busy place. All day and night, the city is alive with activity. In 2013, there was a blizzard in Boston that was so powerful the entire city was shut down. This photo was taken from the sky and it shows the entire city quiet and still. Number 26. The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is a beautiful piece of architecture. No matter what time of day you see it or what angle you're looking at it, it never loses its brilliance. Number 27. Niagara Falls in the winter. This is one of the most popular photos that should change the way you see the world. When the temperature drops during the winter, the falls can actually freeze, and it makes for an amazing photo. Number 28. The Drive to the Colosseum. The Colosseum is a very popular tourist destination due to its beauty. You don't have to be there to enjoy the sight, just the ride there is more beautiful than being there in person. Number 29. The Two Sides of Rio de Janeiro. This photo is similar to the one of New York. To the left is a beautiful grassy landscape, and to the right is a crowded city. Like the New York photo, this one looks as though it is two different photos. Number 30. World War II Normandy American Cemetery. The World War II Memorial is a beautiful, peaceful place. When seen from above, it's humbling. The number of headstones in this cemetery are all visible at once, and the number is great. Subscribe for more.